Students, so I am here with my next video of chapter 3, acid bases and salts. In my previous video I have explained you about the ionization of acids, neutralization of acids and classification of acids. Okay, so again I request you to write down all the equations 2-3 times to be more fluent in writing the equations. Okay, then in this video I will explain you about preparation of acids. Okay, there are 4 main methods for preparing acids, and yes, here also the same thing. After going through the video, again try to first to read all these methods of preparation 2-3 times from your book, and then close the book and write the equations for each method 2-3 times. Then only you can say that yes, this topic we have covered. Now coming to preparation of acids, first method by preparing acid is by synthesis. Synthesis, it is the word used for combination reactions when two elements combine to form a single product. Okay, so here if only two elements are combining, so the type of acids will be known as binary acids, because acids will have only two elements present, or they may also known as hydra acids. As you know, hydrogen is the essential element. Along with hydrogen, one more element is present, that's why it is hydra acid. So binary or hydra acids can be prepared by synthesis. Here we can directly combine two elements, like hydrogen combines with chlorine to form hydrogen chloride. In the same way, hydrogen again combines with bromine to give you hydrogen bromide, and hydrogen may also combines with iodine to give you hydrogen iodide. So by this way or synthesis we can prepare binary acids or hydra acids. Now coming to next method of preparation, that is by dissolution of non-metallic or acidic oxides in water. I told you many times that non-metal oxides are acidic in nature and metal oxides are basic in nature. Now the concept will be more clear to you that why non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. It is because whenever these non-metallic oxides get dissolved in water, they form the respective acids. Okay, so I have written some non-metallic oxides: sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, carbon dioxide, phosphorus pentaoxide, nitrogen pentaoxide and nitrogen dioxide also. Actually, these are the acidic oxides and they are also known as acid anhydrides. Okay, so these acid anhydrides can be readily dissolved in water. It is also a type of combination reaction because they get dissolved in water to form the respective acid. So sulfur dioxide on dissolving in water will give you sulfurous acid, H2SO3. Sulfur trioxide on dissolving in water will give you sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Carbon dioxide on dissolving in water will give you H2CO3, carbonic acid. Just add all the atoms present. Then phosphorus pentaoxide on dissolving in water will form phosphoric acid, H3PO4. We have to balance it here. Then nitrogen pentaoxide with water forms HNO3, that is nitric acid. And the same nitrogen dioxide, nitrogen pentaoxide can form nitric acid, 2 molecules of nitric acid, whereas nitrogen dioxide can form 2 acids, nitric acid as well as nitrous acid, HNO3 and HNO2. So NO2, nitrogen dioxide, a single acid anhydride, can give you 2 different acids, nitric as well as nitrous. That's why NO2 is also known as double anhydride, because a single anhydride can give you 2 acids. So what type of acids we have prepared here? The type of acids are known as oxyacids. Why oxyacids? Because along with hydrogen, oxygen is also an essential element present in all these acids, because we are dissolving the non-metal oxides. Of course, oxygen is present. So the type of acid form will be oxyacids. Hydrogen and oxygen both are present as an essential element. Okay. Now 2 methods we have discussed. 2 more methods are left. Coming to the third method, that is by oxidation of non-metals. 2 non-metals, sulfur and phosphorus, they can be oxidized to respective sulfuric acid and phosphoric acid. Actually, this is oxidation of these non-metals which require a very strong oxidizing agent. हमें इन दोनों non-metal को oxidize करना है, तो इन्हें oxidize करने के लिए हमको एक strong oxidizing agent की ज़रूरत है, which you know nitric acid. During the explanation of chapter hydrogen, I told you nitric acid is a very strong oxidizing agent. So whenever it oxidizes the substance, it gives the oxidized product along with two byproducts, which are water and nitrogen dioxide. The type of nitric acid which we have to use here, of course it should be concentrated. कंसनट्रेटेड नाइट्रिक एसिड हालांकि डाइल्यूट भी ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट की तरह काम करता है, लेकिन हम यहाँ पे कंसनट्रेटेड नाइट्रिक एसिड यूज़ करेंगे, तो इट विल ऑक्सीडाइज दीज नॉन मेटल्स टू रेस्पेक्टिव एसिड. सल्फर से हमको मिलेगा सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड और फॉस्फोरस से फॉस्फोरिक एसिड. इसके अलावा जब भी कंसनट्रेटेड नाइट्रिक एसिड किसी सब्सटेंस को ऑक्सीडाइज करती है, देन इट ऑलवेज गिव टू मोर बाई प्रोडक्ट्स विच इज़ द रिजल्ट ऑफ इट्स डिकम्पोजिशन. बिकॉज व्हाट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ नाइट्रिक एसिड? नाइट्रिक एसिड डिकम्पोजेस to give water, nitrogen dioxide and nascent oxygen. Nascent, that is newly born or highly reactive oxygen. Now that nascent oxygen is responsible for the oxidation of these two metals. तो नेसेंट ऑक्सीजन तो इनको ऑक्सीडाइज करेगी और बाकी के जो दो बाय प्रोडक्ट्स हैं वो भी इसके साथ रिलीज होंगे, विच आर वाटर एंड नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, whenever concentrated nitric acid is oxidizing any substance, along with the oxidized product you will always get two more product, that is water and nitrogen dioxide. Okay, so we have to balance here. Okay, so by this method, oxidation of sulfur and phosphorus, we can prepare two acids, sulfuric acid and phosphoric acid. Now coming to last method for preparing acid is decomposition of salt of volatile acid with non-volatile acid. In your book the method is given as one name, that is displacement, but I don't think that only displacement will be the actual word used here. It is double displacement actually. How it is double displacement? Because we are decomposing the salt of volatile acid by a non-volatile acid. Now you must know, whenever we are talking about acid, we are mainly considering three acids: HCl, HNO3 and H2SO4. Out of these three acids, HCl and HNO3 are volatile. Volatile means they can vaporize easily, whereas H2SO4 is a non-volatile acid. ये बात याद रखने की है. HCl and HNO3 volatile होते हैं, H2SO4 non-volatile होती है. Now what I am talking about, अब ध्यान से सुनना एक एक स्टेप को. We have to use salt of volatile acid. वोलाटाइल एसिड का मतलब HCl और HNO3. तो इनके सॉल्ट का मतलब क्या होगा? या तो हम मेटल का क्लोराइड लें या हम मेटल का नाइट्रेट लें. So salt of volatile acid may be either NaCl in the form of chloride, or it may be NaNO3 in the form of nitrate. Now what we have to do? We have to decompose these salts of volatile acid by non-volatile acid. Non-volatile is only one, that is sulfuric acid. So we have to decompose these chlorides and nitrates with a non-volatile acid. यहाँ पे नॉन वोलाटाइल एसिड का ही हमको यूज़ करना है. वाई? दैट आई विल टेल यू लेटर. नाउ दीज मेटल नाइट्रेट्स एंड मेटल क्लोराइड्स विल गेट डिकम्पोज्ड बाय sulfuric acid, but sulfuric acid in which form? In its concentrated form, because concentrated sulfuric acid is a non-volatile acid which has to be used here. Now double decomposition will take place. Sodium will combine with sulfate and hydrogen with chloride. Actually the hydrogen of the acid will be partially replaced by the metal. Actually two hydrogen atoms are present, so out of two, only one hydrogen will be replaced here and one left, NaHSO4. Here also the same thing, NaHSO4. out of 2 hydrogen only one is being replaced by the sodium metal, and the other hydrogen which is left here will combine with the chloride to give you HCl, and here it will combine with nitrate to give you HNO3. Okay, so what is the reason of preparing the bisulfate? यहाँ ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हम यहाँ पे बाइसल्फेट ही बने, यहाँ पे सोडियम सल्फेट भी बन सकता है. Okay, but sodium sulfate is a sticky salt, so it will stick at the bottom of the container and then it may result in the wastage of the fuel. Scaling हो जाएगी, नीचे bottom में जमता चला जाएगा and it may inhibit the process of the reaction. So knowingly what we are doing, we are doing this process at below 200 degree Celsius. अगर हम टेम्परेचर बिलो 200 डिग्री सेल्सियस लेते हैं देन ओनली द प्रोडक्ट विल बी सोडियम बाइसल्फेट. पार्शियल रिप्लेसमेंट होगा, पूरी तरह से डिस्प्लेसमेंट नहीं हो पाएगा, पार्शियली हो पाएगा बिलो 200 तक. सो दैट सोडियम बाइसल्फेट विल बी फॉर्म विच इज़ द नॉन स्टिकी सॉल्ट. पहला रीज़न समझ में आया यहाँ पे. डोंट गेट कन्फ्यूज कि यहाँ पे सोडियम सल्फेट क्यों नहीं बना. हम जानबूझ के सोडियम सल्फेट नहीं बना रहे हैं बिकॉज इट इज़ अ स्टिकी सॉल्ट. दैट्स वाई वी आर कीपिंग द टेम्परेचर बिलो 200 इन ऑर्डर टू प्रिपेयर सोडियम बाइसल्फेट. Next thing which I told you that only concentrated sulfuric acid or the non-volatile acid has to be used here. अगर हम यहाँ पे जैसे कि हमें HCl को प्रिपेयर करना है तो इन ऑर्डर टू प्रिपेयर HCl हम यहाँ पे उसको सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड के बजाय इस क्लोराइड को नाइट्रिक एसिड से भी डिकम्पोज कर सकते थे. बट वी आर नॉट यूजिंग नाइट्रिक एसिड ईयर बिकॉज नाइट्रिक एसिड इज ऑल्सो वोलाटाइल एसिड. HCl भी वोलाटाइल है, तो जैसे ही HCl के वेपर्स आने लगेंगे एट द सेम टाइम नाइट्रिक एसिड वेपर्स विल ऑल्सो कम एंड मिक्स विद HCl एंड देन इट विल बी डिफिकल्ट टू सेपरेट. क्या समझ में आई बात? एक्चुअली बाय दिस मेथड वी आर प्रिपेयरिंग वोलाटाइल एसिड्स. ठीक है, तो वोलाटाइल एसिड्स प्योर फॉर्म में ही ऑब्टेन हो, इसलिए हम जो एसिड रिएक्टेंट में यूज़ कर रहे हैं दैट शुड बी नॉन वोलाटाइल. क्योंकि अगर हमने क्लोराइड के लिए HNO3 और नाइट्रेट के लिए HCl को यूज़ कर लिया, यूज़ कर सकते हैं हम इसको H2SO4 की जगह क्लोराइड को HNO3 से डिकम्पोज कर सकते हैं और NaNO3 को HCl से डिकम्पोज कर सकते हैं. बट इन दैट केस बोथ HNO3 एंड HCl विल these vapors, as these are volatile acids, their vapors will come and mix with these acids form and then we will get difficulty in separating those vapors. That's why only non-volatile acid has to be preferred in order to decompose the salt of a volatile acid. So what do you mean by salt of volatile acid? Salt of two volatile acids, you know, so either HCl or HNO3, so their salts will be in the form of chlorides or in the form of nitrates. So we are using metal chlorides and metal nitrate as salt of volatile acid. Next we are decomposing these salts with non-volatile acid which is concentrated H2SO4. Knowingly we are keeping the temperature below 200 in order to avoid the formation of sodium sulfate. We don't want to prepare sodium sulfate but we want to prepare sodium bisulfate, and yes, the volatile acids HCl and HNO3 are prepared in this process. So their vapors will be, pure vapors will be collected and these acids are prepared. So we have completed preparation, 4 methods of preparing acids. In my next video we will do the properties of acids.